Guys, something we don't do enough is take care of our own bodies. Working on flexibility and mobility should be a regular habit for us. Yet we still fail to work on these things. But after this podcast, maybe I'll have a change of heart. My name is Christian Bandera. I'll be your host this evening. And across from me is my co-host, Vinny Dos Santos. What's up, man?
How we doing?
Yeah, you're looking pretty good today.
Not compared to you. I mean, bro, if you could stand up right now and show everybody what you're wearing, like, damn. look at that. Look at that. Damn, the Gucci shoes.
Oh, fuck yeah. You best believe it. Hey, look, you look good, you feel good. You feel good, you play good. And if you play good, they pay good.
There you go. There you go. That's the quote. That's the motto.
That's the motto. That's the motto. So we have a very interesting guest today. Someone who's pretty big in the fitness industry, especially the recovery industry. Uh-huh. Someone who we've been talking to for a little bit and has a lot of our ideals, which is awesome to have on the podcast. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, our guest this evening is Richie Kalajian, a.k.a. Stretch Bro.
Thank you guys for
Thanks for being here, man.
I appreciate it.
For real,
Thank you so much
here.
for having me.
That's dope.
Dude, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it. I know you're a very busy person, stretching all these famous athletes.
Yeah, we got to get into that.
Yeah, we're going to get into those for sure, for sure. But no, thank you so much for being here, man. We really appreciate it as always. So for every guest that comes on the podcast, we like to get the origin story, where they came from, their childhood, upbringing, until they got up to where they are right now doing what they're doing. Would you like to give the audience a bit of your backstory?
Born in New York City, Flushing, Queens. I grew up as a soccer player.
Hey, let's go, my guy.
Because my parents are from Argentina, so soccer was like a religion, you know.
Very much.
So growing up, my dad used to bring me to the field an hour prior to everybody else arriving, you know. He used to always preach and push. You got to warm up and you got to stretch out before you touch the ball, all right? You can't end up like these other kids. They come out of the car and they're right on the field and running around. They're going to, you know, by the time they're 30s, 40s, they're going to be crippled, you know. So that was the thing he pushed on me, man. Stretching. You better be sweating before you touch the ball. Do not touch the ball. Warm up, do dynamic stretches, runs, stretch out. You know, my dad, he owned 7 restaurants back in New York City.
Damn.
And anyone who's in the restaurant industry, you know, they're standing on their feet all day long. He would come home and he'd lay on the floor, and I'd be like 7, 8, 9 years old. And Richie, grab my leg and pull it. And, you know, with these small hands, you know, I'm like pulling, I'm sweating. and all right, I throw my leg this way. So I'd be throwing the leg the other way and put your elbow on my back, you know. So I was stretching him out without realizing I'm stretching him out. Because, you know, you're so young, you don't know what you're doing. Mm-hmm. You're just doing what your dad's telling you to do. Mm-hmm. He would have this big, you know, manual massager with these 2 knobs at the end. And I'd just be, you know, drilling him with this massage gun, you want to call it, right? I was actually doing something that I'm doing now. You know that saying they say, you know, the answer's right in front of you. You just got to, you know,
right.
You got to search it.
Yes.
That's where it was, man. It was always in front of me. You know, I was doing that since I was a kid. And then as I got older, I got into training clients and stuff. Towards the last 15, 20 minutes of ending their sessions, I would stretch out my clients always, you know, give them a little stretch. Mm-hmm. And they'd always have that relief, like, oh, feels good, you know. One day I get to the gym, and I got my next client there, and he's, I'm like, hey, bro, you ready? Ready to train? And he goes to me, dude, can we just stretch for the whole hour? And I'm like, you know, I'm pissed off. I'm like, bullshit. I'm like, yo, come on, man, stop being lazy. He's like, no, I'm serious, man. Working out hurts my body, man. You know, I'm like in pain after. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't like being sore. He goes, when you stretch me out, I feel better, man. I can function. I can go on about my day and be more productive. He's like, come on, man, I'll pay you double. I'm like, no, man, you know, we're going back and forth with fighting, you know what I mean? Not about the money. I'm here to do the training. He's like, you know what, man? He goes, you need to stop training people and just stretch people. I looked at him. I'm like, that's not even a thing, dude. Come on.
He literally just said that.
He
Like,
literally
straight up.
He's literally straight up.
And this was before you
This is
even
way before,
thought
yeah.
about.
Yeah. I didn't even think that was a thing. You know what I
My
mean?
man literally just said, "Stop doing your job and do this
Yeah.
instead."
You know, he was high on weed when he said that. You know what I mean?
Of course.
You know what they say? Some people think better.
Yeah.
God.
So I think he was thinking of the future at that moment.
He
you
just
know?
manifested your life right there.
Yeah. And I didn't even realize that. The whole time I'm fighting with him, arguing with him, you know, because he's high and he doesn't want to train.
Of course.
So you know, it was weird. I started stretching him out in the gym, and other guys would walk by and be like, "Oh man, I need that. Oh man, I need that." You know, people would look, be like, "Oh, that looks great. That looks alleviating." You know, hey, what's your number? People started grabbing my number. You know, can you stretch me out? Can you stretch me out? They'd be telling their friends, and then their other friends, and it just started growing that way. You know, that's how it all started. And I started going to people's houses little by little, and then I found a time frame during my day to stretch people out in the gym in the aerobic room. I would close it off and have clients there, you know, stretching out one at a time on the table or on the floor. And then gradually, you know, I needed a spot. I needed a spot in my own studio, and my financial planner was in this building in Woburn, Massachusetts. And he goes, "Hey man, why don't you come take a look at my buildings? There's so many spots open." So I went to look at it, and I found a nice little spot. It was like 240 square feet. It's like, this is perfect. It's all I need, you know? And I've been there in that spot since January of 2020, right before the pandemic.
Wow.
Right before. But I was, you know, stretching people for years, way before that, you know?
So when did you actually start like stretching people? When that day came, when that guy was like,
Just straight up stretching?
yeah, when that guy was like, "Hey, you know what? You should stop doing this. You should stretch people."
Just strictly stretching with no training. Like 2016.
2016.
2016, yeah.
Wow. And how old are you again?
46.
So 7 years ago, actually just about 8 years ago almost, if you really think about it.
Yeah.
And you were 46, that means you're 38.
Yeah.
Wow.
Around there.
Wow, that's insane. Because like everyone's saying nowadays, you know, you should figure your stuff out in your 20s and 30s, but you kind of had a little bit of a late one right there.
You know what? Ever since I've seen the movie The Founder,
Oh, yes.
All
I know which one you is.
all right,
The McDonald's one.
Ray Kroc,
Yes. yes.
Oh,
Yes.
bro,
became
that
so-
movie's crazy.
dude, that's an inspiration because he became successful at 56,
That was crazy.
57.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's
that
never too
movie
late
was
to be
crazy.
successful at something.
I mean, look
Oh,
at the
dude.
KFC guy,
Yeah, the Colonel.
Colonel Sanders.
Yeah.
I mean, what was like 70? I think
Exactly.
He was 70
he
when
was
he
like
made it.
70, bro.
That's inspiration, right there.
That's insane.
But that's inspiration. What everybody quits early.
Yeah.
Look at Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett, I think, was in his 50s before he started making billions.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah, man.
Wild.
He went
Yeah,
through all those trials and in his early stages until, 50, 60, now he's getting
It
it.
takes time to figure things out, man. I mean,
Yeah.
school, in today's society, they put this pressure at 18.
Right.
You got to figure out something right now to do for the rest of your life. I don't think that's right, man.
Right.
That's impossible. That's impossible. What you
especially
do at 18, you're not going to do at 30.
Yeah.
No way. Unless you're a doctor.
Yeah,
Or an attorney,
So that's
engineer.
that's an interesting thing that you brought up because I think school is only really important for careers like that, like doctors, lawyers, things like that.
Yeah.
For the most part, I think school is absolute bullshit.
Yeah.
To be honest, dead ass. I mean, I went to school for business, right?
Right.
A year in,
Yeah.
didn't finish with nothing, and guess what? We have a business.
Yeah.
You know, Christian will tell you he knows probably more now than every teacher in his business school, whatever.
I never went to business school. I never took a
Oh,
class.
no, yeah,
I was
right.
Earth Science.
Earth science.
Yeah. Earth
You-
Science and Spanish.
It's
Yeah.
great degree there.
Yeah, let's
He's
not
using
talk
it
about
every day
I'm
right
using
now.
it every day. When the weather I see it outside, I'm like, yeah, it's gonna rain, guys. Cumulonimbus outside.
But that's the thing, you know. Like, I mean, there's so much of school right now that is just being filled with absolute garbage, and it's not helping you in
And
any
how do
career
you,
at
how do
all.
you take business advice from someone who never had a business?
Right? It's funny, right?
How does that make sense, man?
It doesn't,
No.
because it's so funny, bro. I look back at everything that we went through with the gym, and then I try to genuinely think, okay, what do I remember from going to school for that whole year that I'm using right now, that I vividly remembered that I'm
Nothing.
taking from to
Nothing.
jam into the gym, and I really can't remember anything.
Let me tell you something. I got clients that are nurses, and every single one of them, especially the younger ones, right? I'll ask them, how much of your schooling do you remember and do you use in the field? They're like 5%.
Are you serious?
They learn everything on the field, man.
On the job training.
On the job training.
It's kind of like with personal training.
They learn everything hands-on, you know?
That's so weird. Then why the hell they go to school?
5% they learn. I mean, they remember or retain, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything's learned on the job, man.
That's insane.
that's
That's
kinda
so
wild.
wild.
Yeah.
What about doctors?
That's a funny thing because I had a client that works in the hospital, right? And she's like, even these doctors, they don't know anything. Right before they go see a patient, they're looking it up on Google, and then they're reading everything, and then they
No.
go to the patient. Dead ass. Are they supposed to know every single thing
No.
known to man?
No.
No,
Of
they
course
can't.
not.
No.
They're human, and so that's understandable. So if you come with them with like a problem, they're looking shit up right before, just to at least make sure, you know. But they're looking shit up. Like, this is from a client who vividly works directly with clients, with doctors. I mean,
Right.
so it's like to think that that's going on. It's like, wow, that's kind of eye opening. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying like, oh, don't go to school to be a doctor. You know, obviously go to school, but it's just interesting.
Oh, yeah.
It's very interesting.
And, you know, like I got a lot of clients that are very successful in their careers. You know, I got a client who's got 400 employees. I got another one that has 150 employees. Very successful guys. And I would ask them, do you think school taught you to... They don't even let me finish the sentence. They're like, no.
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 They hear school, they're just no.
The
stop.
minute they hear the word school, they're like, no. There's no way, you know, school taught me how to run this successful electrician business or plumbing business or, you know, car dealership business. No.
Wow.
They learned on the job or they learned through other successful guys. You know what I mean? They ask them questions.
Because success has clues.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you ask the people.
I
who are
guess it's a
successful.
good way to get your foot in the door.
Yeah.
But then it's up to you after that. You know, you got to figure it out.
100%. Because like most places, when they hire you, they don't even look at your credentials.
Yeah.
Most places.
Yeah.
Most.
At least back then, I felt like that was a big thing. You had to have a college degree
Schooling.
to get certain jobs.
Yeah,
You know, but now it's like, whatever. Experience goes a long way nowadays.
Oh yeah. 100%.
You know, I mean, I'd rather. Even at the gym, like we rather experience over a piece of paper saying that you can do something.
Right.
Especially when everyone could be a trainer
Anybody
nowadays.
can be a trainer nowadays. You could literally have someone that's never been a trainer before sign up right now, pass the test just by being brain smart or just school smart, and then go train a client and have no idea. What to do.
No idea.
Absolutely no idea.
I personally think that there should be a governing body, a database where you register your certification, you know, so you can look somebody up.
Yeah.
Like you can look up
that's
financial.
interesting.
You can look up financial planners on NASDR.com. See what their citations are. If they have any kind of violations on their record.
Kind of like a bar almost with attorneys.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Yeah.
You know, their licensing number.
Gotcha.
that's
Gotcha.
interesting.
I think in the fitness industry there should be a governing body where if you like, I'm ACE certified. You know, but nobody knows that.
Right. If they don't ask, they won't know either because you're not just gonna go out there and be like,
And I can prove it. You know what I mean? I have my certification, but
Do you think because personal trainers and fitness trainers and stretch therapists are not as seen as, you know, a necessity, I guess, if you want to call it essential, kind of like an attorney would be, or a financial planner, or a medical professional? Do you think that's why that they don't get that that organization?
they're not respected, man.
Yeah, they're not respected.
They're not respected, bro. Like a liquor store owner is more respected in the pandemic.
yeah.
You know, that was essential.
Right. Which is so sad.
You know what I mean?
So sad.
So before we go into it a little bit deeper, when we talk about the P word, because we just don't want to get shadow banned that much, because we already got shadow banned so many times, we like to call it the scamdemic
Ooh, I like that.
because it was a scam.
I like that.
So anytime we talk about the C word or the P word or the jab, we call that the scamdemic.
Damn.
Because at least YouTube won't know, you know. Well, they might, but
Nah, they'll probably know.
We use codes. We use codes.
we use code words. We'll still talk about it, but we'll use code words for it.
Yeah. But it was really sad that gyms would close. The one thing that really helps you, you know, with those things, and liquor stores would be open, and it actually, you know,
You'll
hurt
never-
more families.
You'll never see a liquor store or a McDonald's close down ever. Have you ever seen one close down?
No.
That's a
I
good
haven't.
point. That's a good point with the McDonald's. I've never seen a
But
McDonald's.
I've
close
seen
down.
many gyms go out of business.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jiu-jitsu gyms go out of business during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Regular gyms go out of business. health food stores go out of business.
It's crazy.
Nutritional stores, like those vitamin shops or whatever.
Basically, the
Close
things
down.
that are actually good for you and
They'll
for your
close down.
well-being, they'll go down first.
They'll close down first, man. Yeah.
It's because the agenda is a bit different than what it should be. Actually, not just a bit, a lot different.
Yeah.
I think even clients prioritization, like for example, life gets in the way for everybody, right? You hit some financial issues. The first thing that they cut is their personal training.
That
to
is
get
true.
their life in order.
Yep.
That's the first thing they're cutting.
Unbelievable.
Right? It's like the one thing that's keeping you healthy in order to keep working and doing all these things you're cutting. It doesn't make sense. But that's what they'll cut. Like you said, no respect. They'll cut personal training. Maybe they'll cut stretch and recovery and all of these things because life got to them. It's like, no, that's what you should be prioritizing,
Definitely.
But they don't.
But the mentality also of society, man. There's that saying, you would die for your kids, right?
Yes.
But would you be healthy for them?
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Oh.
They won't.
There's a lot
parents,
of- yeah.
A lot of parents will just find excuses, man.
Yeah.
I don't have time. Yeah, you do.
Oh, man,
Let
it's
me look
so-
at your phone. Let me see how long you've been on TikTok.
You would die for
Come
your
on, man.
kids, but would you be healthy
But would you
for
be
them?
healthy for them, man?
Wow.
That's wild.
That's a
Dude, like
That's
man,
so much
Awesome.
harder.
it's deep, bro.
It's so much harder.
It's so much harder.
If you think about it, if you really think, dying, you're dead. That's it. You don't
Yeah.
look back, right? But to be healthy day in and day out,
yeah.
work out, eat healthy every single day, that's hard. That's harder than dying.
That's
Very
work,
much.
man.
That's work.
It's work. But I'll do it for my kid
Hell yeah.
because I love my kid. I'll do it, man.
As you should.
I'm 46 years old, man. A lot of people like, there's no way
You
you're
don't look
46.
46
They're like, you're
You don't.
35.
You don't.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, because they're like,
I need a birth certificate.
but it's because I go to bed at 9. I don't drink alcohol. I don't smoke anything. I don't do drugs. I meal prep every Sunday. I'm going to meal prep after this.
nice.
I have my meals ready. I'm not eating out. I'm not eating fried foods. I'm not, shoving my face with pasta.
You're living the lifestyle.
Yeah, man. I practice what I preach, man.
Exactly. Exactly. Speaking about practicing, I want to go back into basically your credentials.
Yeah.
What did you do after the guy told you should be stretching? Did you do any classes or any certifications?
So I met this guy, this Russian guy. He used to work for the Boston Celtics, and he was their body worker, and he specialized in Thai massage. Okay, so it's a massage from Thailand, originated in India. And it was exactly what I was looking for because I always knew I wanted to help people, but I didn't know how, like meaning body work wise, right? I didn't want to do the regular typical deep Swedish massage with oil and butter or whatever you want to call it. I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to
man's
do
just
them.
taking out the butter.
I wanted to work on them like an athlete, and I knew stretching was always something that heals the body, And I found this guy, and he worked with me, man. And, he moved out to San Diego because he couldn't stand the culture here in Boston. It's very, very unhealthy. He loves San Diego, how
Really?
How people are very healthy. People are out running, biking, jogging, doing yoga in the park. They're working out outside. In the
Isn't Boston considered one of the
One of the
healthiest
fittest.
states, though?
No way.
One of the fittest cities for sure. Not state, but city.
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 Boston, yeah.
Healthy.
At least just Boston.
Fittest.
Wow.
Maybe not healthy, but
Because you know how
fittest.
people like train for the Boston Marathon. You go down Storrow Drive. There's always people running, walking.
Bro, when I
whatever.
moved here in 2002 from New York, that summer of 2003, I went to Nahant Beach.
Yeah.
I was dating my ex-wife at the time. She took me to the beach for the first time. It was 2003. Okay? Again, remember, I came from New York.
Yes.
I sat there on the beach, and I was like, what the fuck? And she goes, what's wrong? I go, look how many fat people are on this beach.
Nahant's a little bit different.
So she goes, what do you mean? I go, dude, where I come from, Jones Beach, out of Long Island, New York, everybody's ripped.
Yeah.
Everybody's
Kind of
ripped.
like Miami then.
Bro, yeah.
Everybody's gotta
Everybody's
be
ripped.
like
The guys are shredded. The girls are shredded. The girls got boob jobs. Lip injections back in the 90s, man, we're talking about.
yeah.
You know what I mean? People look good. I came here and I'm like, what the fuck is this, man?
Welcome to Massachusetts.
Welcome to Massachusetts.
Too much roast beef, man,
Yeah.
Too much roast beef and beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real.
So I don't know about Boston being the fittest, man.
I wonder if that's still a thing.
I don't know. Yeah, look it up.
Yeah.
So you got in contact with the Celtics trainer, basically.
Body worker.
Body worker.
Body worker. Yeah, and he he ran some workshops and seminars with me, one-on-one. He trained me. He trained me the way he did things. And I remember He got me a gig. Check this out. He got me a gig with Columbia University men's dive and swim team.
Over in New York.
No. So Columbia's from New York, right? Correct. But they came to Harvard
Oh, okay.
for the Ivy League men's competition. You know.
Gotcha.
So all the Ivy League schools came. Princeton, Brown, Yale, everybody.
Yeah.
And every school had 2 body workers. So I had a guy named Derek with me, right? Now, every body worker was your typical massage therapist that used lotion, on the athletes, the swimmers and the divers. And I remember I was nervous, right? I was nervous. And I asked I'm going to call him my mentor, right? The guy who taught me. I go, yo, dude, what do I do? He goes, do what I taught you. Don't do anything besides that. Don't go off. Don't look at everybody else. Do what I taught you, okay? So I'm like, all right. So, everybody's massaging with the oil.
That's pretty deep, actually.
Right? So to my right is the Yale guys, 2 of them. To my left is the Harvard guys. On the other side of the Harvard guys is my guy, Derek. So he's far from me.
Yeah.
So I'm nervous because all the parents are there and all the swimmers from every school. So I'm like, all right, here we go. First diver comes, swimmer. I get on top of the table, like I'm on him. I'm just like pushing him and pressing him and pulling him. And everybody's looking at me like this. Like, all looking up. All the therapists are looking up at me like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Right? So there was 3 days of that. So that was like a Friday. Then Saturday comes. All right. I'm working these guys. I'm working these kids. And there's a bench behind me. Right? I remember one time I turned around and there was like freaking 9 kids behind me waiting. I'm like, go. And Derek was doing nothing. He was alone. I'm like, guys, somebody go to Derek. They're like, no, dude, we like you. I'm like, dude, I'm sweating. I'm like, fuck, I'm losing weight here. I'm working, man. So I'm like, what the fuck? So in my head, I'm like, this shit works. This is what athletes need, to be opened up. Open up their joints, their fascia, their muscles. Get them, that range of motion that they need, And I remember one therapist I think he was from Brown University. He was walking by and he stood there in front of my table. And he was looking at me. He was looking at what I was doing. So I'm like, in my head, I'm like, what the fuck is this guy looking at, right? I'm a New Yorker. I got a chip on my shoulder. What the fuck is this guy looking at? And he looks up at me. He goes like that, right? So he walks away. He goes to the bathroom. On the way back, he comes back again. He stops again. He's looking at what I'm doing. He goes, you're very interesting, he says to me. Your techniques are very interesting. I was like, thanks, man.
Thanks.
Dude, that was day 2. By the last half of day 2, I see some of the massage therapists, stretching. They're starting to stretch their hamstrings, but they don't know what they're doing because they've never stretched people before. Yeah. But I see the athletes pointing at me from other colleges. They're like,
go to that guy.
Give me what that guy's doing.
That's that guy.
You know what I mean?
That's the one right there.
So I see them, they're all stretching. Dude, day 3, everybody's stretching everybody. I'm like, this shit works. This is what athletes need, man.
That's so funny.
You know what I mean? They need range of motion. They need blood flow.
And when was that?
That was at Harvard at the Blodgett pool.
When?
Oh, man, that was in 2019?
2019.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Wow.
2019. So that was the test, Like, I put it to the test.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, this is it, man. Like, this is what people need, man. Because you have a regular massage guy. You're not going to him. And you've got me. Totally different. I'm standing on them. I'm fucking kicking them. You know what I mean? I'm sweating. I'm working hard. I remember the Yale guys telling me, hey, man, don't work so hard. I look at them and I'm like,
What do you mean?
Dude, I'm used to working hard.
Right.
Yeah.
They're telling me not to work so hard. I like working hard.
Yeah.
And
I like that because Harvard guys are here.
Yeah.
Yale
Yale's
guys
over
are
here. Yeah.
And then your boy's like, your mentor, he's like, stay in your lane. Do your thing.
Stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane.
Do what you know.
Do what you know.
Do what I taught you.
Yep.
Do what I taught you, yeah.
Don't deviate. And remember
That's
kids.
deep, bro.
And I remember these kids never had something like that done to them. They're D1 athletes.
Yeah.
And they would question me, what is this? What is this? What are you doing? What is this called?
Yes.
Like, dude, stretch therapy, man. Fascial stretching, thigh stretching, PNF stretching, like athletic stretching.
You came up with your own style.
I came up, yeah. I put a lot of different stretch techniques together. And these kids never had this done to them. They were questioning me. They're like, what is this? This is great.
You probably got a ton of contacts from that.
Yeah. You know, they were loving it, man. They were going, they were swimming, they were coming back all wet on my table, jumping back on the table.
Yeah.
Again, for 3 times, 4 times. There was one kid, man, he came like every freaking 5 minutes.
Damn. So yeah, again.
Yeah.
Dude, that's so awesome, man.
Yeah,
That's so awesome. So that was basically your big gig right there.
That was to me, I knew, all right, this is going to work. That client of mine that was high,
Yeah.
he was right.
He was right.
He was right.
He was onto something.
That's
He was
so
onto
funny.
something.
That's so funny.
He smoked that manifestation.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah.
Oh my God, that's
Crazy.
so funny. All right, I want to go more into this, but first, sponsors.
Great transition.
Yes, of course. We're gonna get really into this. This is gonna be fun, but first we have to thank our sponsors for the video.
Of course.
So, everyone, we want to thank our sponsors for the video. First is the BACP group, which is Alex's business. Without Alex, we would not be able to have this podcast. He also does videography and photography, and he is second to none. He is the best at it. Me and him are going to be doing a beard supplement shoot after this, and it's going to be awesome. So I can't wait for that, my man. Can't wait for it. So hit up Alex if you guys want to have your own podcast, video shoot, or photography shoot.
Thank you, brother.
Help
Thank
him
you.
out. Help
Thank
him
you
out.
so much.
We also want to thank NutriMeals. Sometimes we're really busy because we're business owners and we have a podcast, and sometimes we're not able to meal prep as much as we want. So with NutriMeals, it takes that stress out of us so that we can have that meal already ready for us. We just got to put it in the microwave and take it out, and boom, it's ready to eat with our macros and micros. Really healthy. They can have extra protein, gluten-free, low sodium, a bunch of options, hundreds of options. Really good, tastes really great. NutriMeals, KMF 40 at checkout for 40% off your first order. And also, if you're a member at KMF Strong, you get 5% off every single order for the rest of your life. So it's a win-win with that. NutriMeals, give them a try. All right. Now, back into it.
Getting really good at that.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I'm trying to get really good into
You're
it.
getting really good at
Yeah.
that. You're getting good.
Although last week I slipped up pretty bad in the beginning,
You're
but
gonna be one of those infomercial guys, you know, like that chopped guy, like
yeah.
chopping fucking vegetables and shit.
It's the glasses.
It's
It
the
helps.
glasses.
It helps give me confidence.
That's right. There you go. All right, Tate.
So, Richie, since so after that D1 gig right there, what happened afterwards? You got a little bit bigger.
Yeah. You know, people started contacting me and, you know, saying that they've heard of me, yada, yada. And so, yeah, it just my pool of clients just started growing. And it pushed me away from my training clients. That was growing pretty rapidly, pretty quick. You know, locally around here in the Boston area, especially. You know, and then there was this one day, right? It was 2021, September, I think 25th. It was a Saturday. I get this text from this girl, right? Her name was Amanda. This was the message. Hi, this is Amanda. I'm reaching out on behalf of Alex Rodriguez. Do you have a spot available for him at 3 p.m.?
Damn.
So I was at my daughter's soccer game at the moment, right? So I've been working since 5 a.m. at my studio. It was like 12 noon. I had to go back to work after my daughter's soccer game. And I already had clients scheduled, man, you know? And I was like, there's no way. You know, Alex Rodriguez, there's only one Alex Rodriguez pops in my head. It's a baseball player, right?
You're odd.
Right.
So I'm like, hey, can you call me? So she calls me, and I see the number. It says Miami. I'm like, all right, Miami. It's got to be. I'm thinking it's a prank.
Let's get a little bit
I'm thinking
of
it's a prank,
course,
man. I'm like, there's no way, right? So she calls me, hey, how you doing? Again, nonchalantly, hey, how you doing? Do you got a spot today for Alex Rodriguez? I'm like, wait a minute, hold on a second. Are we talking about the baseball player? She goes, yeah, A-Rod. She goes, you know, I know a lot of people think this is a prank, but it's not. Can you get him in today? I'm like, no, I can't. I literally blew him off. I had clients, man. I'm not gonna ditch my
Right.
clients.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Wow.
My clients are faithful to me, man.
That's deep.
You
That's
stuck
deep.
by
I like
it.
that. I
Dude,
like that.
fuck him.
Respect.
You know what I mean?
Respect.
Bro, I'm not
Fuck
ditching my
Alex
clients for some
Rodriguez.
dude that just, that,
Right, just because you
Just
got
'cause you're a
the
celebrity.
status, whatever, you know.
a celebrity, bro. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna ditch my clients, and so I said, no, I'm all booked up today, man. But tomorrow, I think it was September 26th. It was my day off. It was Sunday. I go, I can see him tomorrow, So she goes, hold on, and I hear her talking in the background. I hear his voice. I'm like, oh shit, it really is this guy, Wow. So she goes, yeah, tomorrow's fine. 12 noon. Does that work for you? I'm like, yeah, perfect. Now I'm like, in my head, I'm like, oh shit, Miami number. Do these people think I'm in Miami? I'm like, where are you located? She goes, we're at this hotel. I don't want to say it. Right?
Yeah.
We're at this hotel in Boston. I'm like, oh, I know that hotel, Yeah, I can be there. So I'm like, how does this work? Do I just show up to the room and Alex opens up the door? Had somebody meet me at security? I don't know. It's my first time dealing with a high-profile
Athlete.
celebrity, I don't know if the hotel's on lockdown. I don't know how this works, man. So I pull up with my Yankees hat, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, man.
And the valet guy, he comes up to me, goes, oh, how you doing? He opens the door for me like I was a celebrity.
Right.
He thought I was from the Yankees. You know what I mean? He goes, how you doing today? I'm like, I'm here to see Alex Rodriguez. Oh, welcome. Like royalty, man. You know what I mean? So I had my table with me. He's like, I got it. He starts carrying it for me. I'm like, holy smokes, man. Look at this, hospitality,
This
right?
treatment,
Yeah,
yeah.
this treatment, right? So I get into the hotel and I'm like, all right, I text the girl, hey, I'm here. I'm a little early, I'm downstairs in the lobby. She goes, I'm in the lobby too. I'm by the bar. I'm like, okay, I'm wearing a Yankees hat. She goes, I'm wearing a Yankees bomber jacket. I'm like, so I spot the girl. I'm like, oh, okay. So I walk over. How you doing? Beautiful girl, right? I'm thinking in my head, this is right after J-Lo.
Oh shit! Really? Right after
This is
J-Lo.
right after the J-Lo breakup.
Oh.
So I'm thinking in my head, is this the new girl? I don't know, dude. You know what I mean? Pretty girl, So I'm like, how you doing? I'm Richie. Oh, how you doing? I'm Amanda. She's like, you want a drink? It's 11 in the morning. No, 11:30. I go, no, I'm sorry, I don't drink. She goes, you want a cup of coffee? I go, I already had 5. I go, you know what? Take your time. I'll just wait for you. She goes, no, hold on. I'm grabbing my coffee. And we'll leave. So we head up, and I'm setting up my table and stuff. I'm sitting there, and then all of a sudden, out of the blue, this big 6'3", 250-pound Alex Rodriguez walks out of his bedroom. I'm like, holy smokes, this dude is big, And let me tell you, I saw him 3 times in 1 week.
Really?
3 times. Coolest dude ever, man. We spoke in Spanish a lot. And I saw that treatment that he gets, people at that level. He'd be on the table and they'd come up to him and, hey, which suit you want to wear tonight for the game?
Oh, it's
Because he's a commentator for ESPN,
Yes.
So ESPN pays for his stay in Boston.
That's awesome.
They pay for everything, so.
I bet that treatment just
Yeah.
second.
And then Alex
It's
like, hey,
just
you want a
different.
drink? I go, no, I don't drink, dude. He goes, you want some water? I go, no, I got my bottle. Thank you. Like room service coming in and out constantly.
Yeah.
Like every 10 minutes, man.
That's awesome. Wow.
Yeah.
Crap.
Really cool dude. And you know what? He said this to me, man, as I was stretching him one day. I'll never forget the look on his face. He looks at me, he turns at me as I'm stretching him. He goes, you got a lot of pro athletes? And I'm like, I got low-level pro athletes, Nobody famous. And he nodded his head. He goes, they should all be doing this. Every athlete in Boston should be contacting you. I'm like, thank you. And literally, after that moment with him, a few months later, my DMs started going off. Pro athletes, NFL guys, boxers, UFC guys, I'm like, holy shit, did this guy put something in the air for me? Did he manifest this for me? Or did he make a phone call to somebody? I don't know, But that moment, I remember that moment, that look he gave me, like every athlete should be doing this,
It's almost like he was like, I got you.
I got you, right?
man.
Yeah.
That's like,
He's like, I got you.
did he talk to somebody? What did he do?
He definitely did.
Or does he do some, Dominican voodoo?
Maybe. He definitely talked to someone.
Yeah.
Definitely did.
Yeah.
So after that, you stretched a lot of people. I remember looking on your Instagram.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell everyone who you've been stretching?
Yeah, I got a few New England Patriot guys. The first guy, check this out. I came home. I was tired. I had brand new couches, So I came home and my daughter left like her Oreo cookies on my coffee table. And I came home and I was tired. And I grabbed an Oreo cookie. I threw it in my mouth and I lay down on my brand new couch. I put my phone down and it went off. So I looked at it. Who the hell's this guy? He can wait. I don't know. Kept eating my Oreo cookie. Got up, ate another Oreo cookie. My phone went off again. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy, man? I'll get to him later. So I sat up. I'm like, all right, who's this guy? Mac Jones. Damn. Mac Jones 10? Who the hell is this guy? I clicked on it and I'm like, oh shit, it's the quarterback of the fucking. Meanwhile, I'm ignoring him the whole time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was ignoring him. And I'm like, oh shit, it's the quarterback of the Patriots, man. That's pretty big, post Brady.
Post
Brady, post Cam Newton, right?
Mac Jones.
So Mac was a cool kid, man. Let me tell you, he's a really
He's young, huh?
He was 23 at the time.
Wow.
Yeah, really young.
Nice kid, very humble, very down to earth. He told me his whole life story in freaking 1 hour, man. Like,
Seriously.
awesome kid, man. Very open. He's an open book, man. Like he's nothing to hide,
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Cool kid, and he was like, I remember I saw him that first time. I saw him three times in that first week with him, right? And he's like, hey man, I give the whole locker room your number. I'm like, oh shit, dude. I'm like, yo, hold on. Wow. I can't do 53 guys. Like I'm a one-man show.
Yeah.
But like, he gave my number to a bunch of dudes in the locker room. They all started calling and, texting me. And that's how it's like a snowball effect.
Yeah. Dude, that's so awesome.
Dude, that's so dope,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
That's great to hear.
You know what that reminds me of? What's that guy that trained Michael Jordan and Kobe?
Oh, yeah.
What's his name again? I forgot his name.
Yeah, I know what you talk about. He was a young kid at the time.
Was he?
The guy who trained Michael Jordan?
Yeah, and Kobe.
I don't know.
I don't know about Kobe. I know Michael Jordan. This guy, he wrote him a letter.
Wrote him a letter. Wrote the team a letter.
Wrote the team a letter.
Everyone but Michael Jordan.
Oh.
And Michael Jordan was the only one that
Yeah.
actually reached out.
He said, give this kid a try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what that reminds me of. Which is
Yeah. Because the best always want to get better.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They're always looking to get better.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
They are.
Especially in sports, man. You're always injured. No athlete is 100%, man.
Never.
No athlete. There's no way.
Back when I played soccer,
no fighter,
same
no
thing.
soccer player, no baseball player, no football player. There's no way they're injury free.
No way.
These guys are hurting all the time. So they're looking for help, man. Whatever help there is out there, man, I need it. That's their mentality.
I think especially in your line of work because they're already working their ass off. So they need to recover. And they need to recover properly.
They need recovery, man. I got this one kid, man, Jalen Mills, the safety of the Patriots.
Yes, I do.
Awesome dude, man. Awesome dude. This guy is all about recovery, man. Because he's older. He's 29. So those guys feel it more than a 23-year-old. You know what I mean? The older guys are the ones that call me more because they're feeling it. All those years of NFL getting beat up in practice in the games.
Yep.
They're banged up, man. They're really hurting. And Jalen, man, he'll do the infrared sauna. He does the cold bath plunge. He has me. He's got an acupuncture lady that comes to his house. He's got this thing on the floor. What is it called? Not a cryotherapy. Shoot, I forget. But anyways, it pushes red blood cells into his muscles to help him recover quick.
Wow.
Yeah.
He has everything
He's got-
for recovery.
Dude, everything.
As he should.
As he should, yeah.
Everything. He invests a lot in recovery, man. And that's why he's 29. He's
That's his
still
job,
out
right?
there. He's still out there banging, man.
And honestly, that's kind of old for NFL if you really think about it.
it is
Because
old.
guys are retiring young now.
Yeah.
Really, really young.
They tell me 3 to 5 years is the
That's
going
crazy.
the going rate. Yeah.
Damn, that's so crazy, man. That's insane.
Yeah.
So your clientele right now is half athletes and then half, just
I got everything. Yeah, I got
gen pop.
everything. I got regular people, working people, moms.
Who's been the biggest? Has it been A-Rod or?
Celebrity wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jones.
Yeah. A-Rod. Yeah.
A-Rod?
A-Rod. Yeah. A-Rod.
That's
A-Rod. I
dope,
mean,
bro.
that's some serious money there.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
I could just
sir.
Got that
imagine.
private jet.
Of course.
He's got the he's got the real estate business going. A-Rod Corp and
He's a,
he's a business dude. Yeah, he's a business
No, that's
dude.
crazy.
for sure.
I remember he called me from the what game was this? It was one of the games with the Red Sox and the Yankees. He called me from that stadium that night. It was 8:00 at night. He goes, dude, I need you tomorrow again. I'm like, all right. He told me, he goes, dude, I went from being an athlete, very active,
To nothing.
to sitting down all day long. I sit in the plane, I sit in the car, I sit at the hotel. I'm sitting at meetings. I'm sitting commentating. He goes, my back hurts. his back is killing him, man. You know, they say sitting is the new smoking.
I can
believe it.
believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe
Too
it.
many hours sitting is no good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree.
Plus, all those years of that rotation swinging, that gets to you too, man. Your spine.
He was what, third baseman, right? Too. Third baseman.
Don't know, man. I don't know.
Pretty sure.
He's
so.
third? Yeah.
I think so.
Baseball is
So a
not
lot
my,
of like tennis
not my
elbow,
forte.
probably rotator cuff, probably
everything, yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
Damn,
That's
dude.
so wild. I'm assuming they're not getting the same price as your other clients. That's all I'm saying.
You got to travel expense.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm just assuming they're not.
Yeah, yeah. He was paying for my valet though.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So dope.
Every time I pulled up, I'm like, yeah, charge it to A-Rod.
Yep.
Charge it to A-Rod.
Like a big guy upstairs.
That's so sick, bro.
Yeah.
So are there a lot of perks like that too? Like when it comes to like these like higher guys, like these celebrity type guys, when you take care of them?
Yeah, yeah. You know, they tip you well, man. They take care of you, man. But they also give you good advice, man. Good life advice. That, you know.
Yeah, like outside of the money is what I mean.
Yeah,
Maybe
absolutely.
I know that there's been the other contacts, the connections, and things
Yeah,
like that, but things like that outside of
But guys like that, like A-Rod, man, they give you good life, you know, advice. You know, like little things that you might not know or.
And I think it's cool because coming from a guy like that, I think there's more weight to it.
Exactly.
You know, like you actually
Like this guy's connected.
You know what I mean?
This
Like,
guy's connected to like
course.
Trump. This guy's connected to like Grant Cardone. You know, this guy's
Everyone.
connected to the big dogs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
But the whole time in my head, I'm like, oh, this guy used to bang Madonna back in the day. You know what I mean? that was going through my mind the whole time. This guy banged, you know, the Queen of Pop.
Jennifer Lopez.
Wild.
Yeah.
You know,
Dude.
That's so dope.
it's so funny.
That's so dope.
I'm so close to Madonna.
Literally, you're a connection away. You're one person
Yeah,
away,
one person
which
away.
is wild. It's like when I was talking to Christian. So obviously we were talking about Andrew Tate earlier.
Yeah, yeah,
And I messaged one of his childhood friends, and the guy would answer it.
Right.
So I was like, dude, I'm one connection away from Andrew Tate.
Yeah,
I'm one
yeah,
connection
yeah,
away from it. It's like it's crazy,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
just to think about that. The world is small. But
Really is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So Richie, what is the biggest benefit of stretching?
Ooh, so many benefits, man. Number one is blood flow. Blood flow, you know. Range of motion. We lose range of motion as we age. They say statistically, every 10 years we lose 10% of our mobility. Wow. If you don't do anything about it.
every 10
Yep.
years.
Every 10 years. They say by the age of 70, you will have lost 30% of your overall flexibility and mobility. I was reading on a study in China. The elderly people fall less, you know, they fall down less than Americans.
I believe
Americans are very sedentary. Sedentary, right? They sit down too much. They don't move. In China, they walk. They go to the grocery stores and they come back with bags. They're doing a farmer's walk.
They do those martial arts in parks and stuff.
Bro, they're doing Tai Chi.
Yeah.
They're doing mobility work, man. They have balance. They're doing one-legged stuff. So they don't fall. They catch their balance. You know what I mean? Here in the U.S., man, you know, doctors would be like, oh, no, just rest, relax. You're old. You're old.
Take this pill. You're good.
Take this pill, yeah.
You know what I mean?
You got pain here. Take this pill.
So, yeah, you know, range of motion, balance, mobility, stress reliever, man. I got people that come that are stressed out, that own big businesses, and they come and they feel, you know, instead of hitting the bottle, they'll get stretched out and they feel good, man.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? I got people that have sleeping problems sometimes, and they come, it helps them sleep better. I've had a lot of people tell me, oh, dude, I slept so good.
That's dope.
Because it just
Yeah.
alleviates all the stress instead of like, you know,
gets rid of the toxins.
Exactly.
You know, lymphatic drainage. You know, it just posture. Good for your posture.
Yes.
You know.
That's something I definitely need is just to stretch.
Yeah.
I do not stretch enough.
Bro, you
Yeah.
need to go to
yeah.
the
Yeah.
I got to go to you.
100%.
We got to go to
Feel
you.
good, man. You feel good.
So, all right, break this misconception down for me. A lot of people think that you shouldn't stretch before working out and you should stretch after. What do you think?
I think there's a misunderstanding there. Dynamic stretching is necessary.
Dynamic. There we go.
Right? If let's say you're a soccer player like me, you want to do a dynamic stretch, do some Frankenstein kicks, right? You're going to do the motion that you're going to be doing on the field.
Okay.
Right? You're not doing a static stretch. You're not standing in one spot and just touching your toes. No, you're doing you know, knee pulls into your chest. You're walking. You're doing ankle pulls to stretch your quad. You're doing skips, raising your arms. You know, getting that mobility in your arms because you're going to be running, right? You're going to be moving your shoulders. Some rotational movement, dynamic stretching. Yes, dynamic. And then after, at the end of your workout or exercise or sport, stretch. Stretch to help with recovery, help with getting rid of the lactic acid in your body.
Definitely.
I know it's injury prevention. That's what it is.
It really is.
A lot of people don't know that. I think it's most people that
They-
just
you know what?
haven't done sports.
You know what
because-
they do? They're just lazy, man.
You think so?
Dude,
You
the
think
other
the
day-
majority is just being lazy?
they're fucking lazy, bro.
Because there is a saying that I heard that it's like everybody knows what to do, they just don't do it.
They just don't do it. Yeah. The other day I walked into the gym. The gym opens up at 5. It's 5:05. Listen to what I just said. The gym opens up at 5. It's 5:05. There's people under the squat rack with 225 on their back. There's guys on the bench with freaking 3
Yeah.
plates. What are you doing, dude?
Yeah. Yep.
You're killing yourself.
You're not warming up properly.
Bro, you're legitly 20 years from now, I want to see you. I
Yeah.
want to see you 20 years from now, man. You're going to be suffering with pain, your shoulder replacements, hip replacements.
Dude, yeah.
You're going to have back fusions. You're going to have issues, man.
Do you think Ronnie Coleman didn't stretch enough? Because he's all fucked up.
Yeah.
You know who did?
Who did?
Jay Cutler.
Cutler.
Yes, yes.
Jay Cutler had a lot of body work done to him.
Yes, he
Look
did.
at him today, man.
Yes.
He's a
Super
savage.
healthy.
Still
He's
a
super
savage.
healthy, bro.
He spent $1,000 a week on just that type of
Massage
recovery.
therapy. Yeah, they would. Yeah.
And, yeah, and like you said, like, look at him now. He's
Look at
a
him, bro.
beast,
He's fresh.
Yeah.
He can run. He can
He
do
could
it.
hop right on stage again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beast.
He took care of his
Absolutely.
body.
He took care of it, man.
Exactly. Speaking about muscles and bodybuilding, can stretching help muscle growth?
Absolutely.
What can it do besides like blood flow and then range of motion? Does it have like any
Correlation.
anabolic or protein synthesis benefits?
Well, it helps untangle those fibers that gets, constricted, right?
The fascia.
Yeah, the fascia, the muscle. You need to open up those fibers. When you work out, what happens, right? Fibers break and they reconstruct, but they become like a ball. You need to open that up, man. You need oxygen flow. You need nutrient flow, nutrients to go to the muscle. If there's no nutrients going to the muscle, it's not going to grow, right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
I'm missing out on so many gains, bro.
You know?
Yeah, we're missing out on so many gains without stretching.
Literally, though.
Yeah.
Stretch for gains.
How long
Stretch
do you
for
recommend
gains.
stretching?
After a workout?
Yes.
After, well, I would say 15, 20 minutes.
15, 20
You know,
minutes?
15, 20 minutes. Yeah, absolutely. But stretch every day, man.
Every
you know?
day.
Listen, I tell people, you're not going to be a contortionist, man. You're not going to the circus. You're not going to be, a
Right.
ballerina, But stretching every day will heal you, man. It will help you. It will help you with everything. You guys know the story of Bikram?
No.
You know Bikram yoga? You ever heard of Bikram yoga?
I don't think so.
So Bikram yoga is a type of yoga that's hot. It's a hot
yoga.
It's hot
Hot
yoga.
yoga, yes.
It's like 105. I don't know. It's over 100 degrees. Right? So Bikram is a guy from India. Bikram was a power lifter. This is a true story. He was a power lifter, a bodybuilder that hurt himself. He hurt his back. And he was like almost paralyzed, man. This guy was like in a wheelchair. Back in India. There was this guru, this holistic guy that knew yoga and told him, hey, listen, I will fix you with stretching. He was like, there's no fucking way, I'm broken. Guys, just listen to me and I will fix you. So the guy put him through all these yoga moves, and was helping him stretch. Dude, the guy started walking again.
Wow.
Okay? But he would put him in this hot environment because the heat gives you more elasticity, right? So he was finally healed. So this guy was like, yo, there was no name to it. It was just yoga. He's like, I'm going to call it Bikram yoga and go to the States and make millions of dollars. He moved to Hollywood, made millions of dollars with celebrities, man. Every celebrity, this guy was driving Rolls Royces and Ferraris, everything. This guy made a killing. Now there's a whole another story about this guy. He's on the run right now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he's on the run. There's some sexual allegations and rape and all this kind of shit that went along with it.
That hot yoga got real hot.
It got hot. It got steamy.
It got too hot.
But anyways, that's the story of Bikram. Like he was broken and stretching helped him. It helped him a lot.
Wow.
You
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's so
I've always wanted to try hot yoga.
Yeah.
I feel like I would die.
But again, you got to do it over and over, man. You can't just
It has to
do
be
it
consistent.
once.
It's like training. It's like working
It's like
out.
training,
You're
bro.
not going to get your result in one day, one month,
Right,
or
right.
whatever.
Right.
It's got to be consistent.
What's your daily routine? Do you have a daily routine for stretching?
I stretch every day, man. I have to stretch. I foam roll and I stretch.
Is it like
I feel better, man.
15, 20 minutes?
Yeah, 15, 20 minutes every day. Because I'm busy, I'm busy.
Yeah.
So in the morning, I'm at the gym training clients. And then from there, around 11 o'clock, 11:30, I go to my studio. I'm there till 8, 9 o'clock at night every day.
Wow.
I work 7 days a
Wait,
week.
so what's your day-to-day like? What's like a day in the life?
I wake up at 4. I'm at the gym at 5. with clients, you know, and then about 11:30, I'm at my studio at StretchBro, and I'm there till 8 o'clock at night. Go home, shower, go to bed by 9.
Wow.
Yeah.
Every day. Man.
Every day.
I got no life, man.
That is the
your
life.
That is the
That
life.
is the life.
That is the
That
life.
is the life. That is the life.
That's better than 99% of people's lives.
And that's why I
Tell you
stay.
that right now.
That's why I stay young, man. You know, like,
Oh, yeah.
You look young. You feel good.
feel good, bro.
That's all that matters.
You look good.
You look
People,
good.
people question.
Right.
People question me. How do you do this 7 days a week, bro? How do you move bodies 7 days a week? I'm just like, I don't know, man. I stay healthy. I don't drink.
Well, you got to take care of your body in order to take care of other people's
I
bodies,
don't
right?
drink. Drinking is bad for the joints, man. You know that. Sugars,
Bad for the joints.
bad for the joints, bro. Sugar, inflammation in the joints. You know what I mean? I don't do any of that stuff, man. So
No
I try
sugar, no alcohol.
no sugar, no alcohol, no fried food. You know what I mean?
What about marijuana?
I don't
Any
do anything,
weed?
bro. I don't smoke anything. I don't
Nothing?
Take anything. Bro, I'm drug free, bro.
My dude is just
Straight edge.
I'm straight edge, man.
bro.
Yes, sir.
I was a bad boy back in the days, man.
Oh yeah.
26 years ago, you know, New York City nightlife, you know.
Yeah. Of course.
It gets to you, you know.
Yeah.
But
definitely.
you know, I had my share of nightlife, partying, and all that stuff.
Of course.
over
Of
it.
course.
I'm over it, bro.
over it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, it's all the same thing,
It's the same shit.
right? Like, every club's the same club, no matter if it's high end, low end. It's the same thing. It's all the same shit.
You know, yeah.
That's wild.
Now, what are some future goals that you have?
Wow, future goals is a great question, man. I'd love to get contracted by a pro team.
Oh, that'd be sick.
With the Patriots.
You know,
Do you-
either NFL.
Do you have a team in mind? Like
Major
that you
League
would like
Major League Soccer. I'm a soccer guy.
Oh, yeah.
I'll love for the New England
into Miami?
Revolution.
You got to go stretch out Messi.
Into Miami.
bro.
That'd be a dream come
live
true.
in
you know?
Miami, and just be stretching Messi every day. That'd be wild.
Yeah. You know, NHL team, Major League Baseball team. I got this one kid, man. He's in the AAA. I don't know if you guys know anything
Yep,
about baseball.
I do.
It's the level right before MLB. And just the other day, he goes, "Dude, I can't come in tomorrow. I gotta go train with the Atlanta Braves." I'm like, "Oh my God, there's my guy.
Yeah.
If he makes it, I'm in MLB."
You're in MLB.
You know what I mean?
I mean, you technically already are with A-Rod,
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
but now
That's-
you
No, I'm with an active
now
player.
you're with the active player. Exactly.
yeah,
Exactly.
That's sick.
But I love for a team to like contract me and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But again, I don't want to lose my clients. I love all my clients.
That's awesome.
Can
you know,
Can you outsource for somebody else to kind of take your spot? Maybe you can mentor them and guide them. Would that be possible?
you know what? I don't trust people, man.
I don't blame you.
Really?
I don't trust.
I don't blame you.
I don't trust them.
So are you just Are you a one man show?
I'm a one man.
You do your own thing.
I'm a one man show. I mean, people have always said, "Yo, why don't you train somebody to do what you do?" I'm like, "There's no way, man. They'll die."
So you take on
Dude.
all your clients, everything you do, all by yourself.
Yeah, man. Like they won't last like me, man. Like, 10, 15 hours of moving bodies, man.
Yeah.
That's heavy work.
You build different, man.
Yeah, I got endurance. I keep going.
That's dope.
Some people like regular massage therapists. They'll see 3 people a day and that's it. Their hands hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But you have that
I can keep going, dude.
endurance and
Yeah. I got grit.
This dude's
hell
hungry.
yeah.
I got grit, man. I'm hungry, bro.
Hungry, dude.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I don't say no. If somebody calls me right now, all right, let's go. I'll meet you at the studio.
That's
I
dope.
love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
I'm waiting for that one day a celebrity calls me at 3 a.m. Hey, I need you now. I'm like, okay.
All right.
Give me 10 minutes, man. I just got to wash my face, brush my teeth.
We'll be that celebrity.
You know?
We'll be that celebrity. Richie.
Yeah. But that's how I am. That's how I'm built, man. I'm there for my clients, man.
Awesome,
That's
man.
so dope.
Dude, that's so awesome.
Damn.
Love it. Love it. All right. Now we're going to get into a little bit of the controversial topics.
Oh, boy.
I like
So I remember we talked about before the podcast, we talked about how you don't like doctors and how their advice, a lot of their advice can just be like thrown away because they just wanted to get you out of the office, basically. So you would think that they have your best intentions, but they don't. So when you get injured, they say, oh, rest it 2 months, don't do anything. Instead, they should be going to someone like you. Maybe take a week off.
Yeah.
But depending on the injury, they should be going to you, or the doctor should be like, hey, go to a stretch therapist, massage therapist, whoever, someone to help them out to be able to help that recovery and help them be able to get back on their feet. Do you think that it's because the medical field is just broken and they just want your money, or do you think it's some other sort of agenda? That's why they don't, send someone to you or someone.
I think, I agree with what you're saying. I think it's all that plus their lifestyle. Does that doctor work out? Does that doctor do body work? Is he just in that square box that school taught him? Or is he that guy that, is thinking outside the box and does his research and is keeping up with new science and new methods of healing. You know what I mean? A lot of people in the medical industry are very unhealthy, man. They're very unhealthy, dude. They're very unhealthy.
So the reason why he's pointing to me is because one of our last podcasts, I had mentioned that if your doctor is fat and lazy,
I saw that.
Yeah.
Saw that. I saw that, bro.
You can't be getting advice from him. Like, just don't fucking do it.
Bro, I had my PCP. She finally left the practice. She was like 75 pounds overweight. Okay, all right. And I think one of my cholesterols was a little off, a little elevated. She starts preaching to me how to eat. Bro, I'm looking at her like, are you fucking serious, bro? I fucking eat so clean. Clean, bro.
Yeah.
Clean. You know?
The
Veggies and chicken. You know, salads, you know, fruits. You know, I drink my protein shakes. I eat my protein. 5 eggs with half avocado every morning, bro. Like,
No process. No process.
oh, there's no process, bro. I have my coffee,
I mean,
you know, like
the way he looks, I hope not.
she's preaching to me how to eat, bro. She's 75 pounds overweight. I'm looking at her like, you're a joke.
Next.
Because she don't practice what she preaches, you know
Right,
what I
no,
mean?
of course
Nah,
not.
bro.
The majority of them do.
No, they don't, bro. They don't work out. They don't do anything, bro. They're unhealthy.
And I feel bad for a
you
lot
know-
of people who just don't know about being healthy, training, eating right, any of these things, because it's a medical professional, right? So
He's
they're going to
desperate.
believe everything.
Desperate.
They're
Listen,
going to believe them.
I've been told by medical professionals, nurses, do you know how many nurses are drug addicts?
Oh my God.
Really?
Dude,
Bro.
I hear it.
They steal
I
medicine from the
hear it.
hospital.
I actually never knew that.
Dude, I hear
I
this
know a lot
all
of-
the time.
Yeah, bro.
I hear this all
lot
the
of
time.
them are drug
Nurses
addicts,
are out
bro.
there doing all this bullshit.
They're
Like,
high,
bro.
working on you.
That's
This is
insane.
This is not fucking made up bullshit. These are facts, bro.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of nurses. I don't think they've ever
Right.
told me that.
Yeah, bro. Wow. Yeah, man. The drug addicts.
Bro, there's a lot that goes
There's a lot
on
of
in
doctors
hospitals that we don't know.
There's a lot
bro.
of doctors, surgeons that do cocaine, bro.
Damn.
They're at
They
big
got the money
parties.
for it, right?
They're at parties with fucking CEOs and other people. They're fucking snorting coke, bro. You know?
That's funny.
Dude.
Yeah. They don't
that.
practice what they preach, man. You know?
That reminds me of when Andrew Tate talked about the therapy. He's like, why would you go to a therapist when this therapist goes out on the weekend and snorts coke? and blah, blah,
Exactly.
blah, and
Exactly.
It's like,
Yeah,
why
yeah.
would you waste your time with that bullshit? It's like,
Exactly, bro.
like yeah.
Yeah.
So then, what's the advice you could have for people? What can they do to combat, obviously these doctors and help themselves, make them feel better?
Talk to someone that is actually healthy, man. Talk to your trainer. Talk to someone who practices what they preach, man. You know, look up to other people. The doctors don't have the answers, man. They're immediately going to put you on a pill, on a medication.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're not going to fix you. They're not going to fix you, man. They don't care long term from now if they get you hooked on a drug, like OxyContin, for instance. That whole epidemic,
Yeah.
where doctors were over-prescribing OxyContin. A million people died, man. You know that? A million.
I remember we talked about that medical malpractice, and then doctors kill more people.
So I saw various videos of doctors themselves saying that the third leading cause of death in the U.S. are MDs, medical doctors. Wow. You know, overprescribing, underprescribing, malpractice. Not seeing, or getting to the root of the disease or illness. You know what I mean? Like, I've heard of stories of people. Oh, I know this one guy. All right, I know this one guy here in Massachusetts. Poor guy. He's in a wheelchair now. He went to this hospital. I don't want to say the name of the hospital. He had a procedure done on his heart. He went back like a week later. He goes, dude, I don't feel good. I don't feel good. I don't feel good. They checked him out. They're like, you're fine. Just go home. They sent him home. Bro, he's in a wheelchair, man. He could barely speak.
Wow.
Malpractice, bro. He could barely speak. He's in his 40s. In his mid-40s, bro.
So because
They
of-
disregarded what his issue was,
yeah,
man.
they just sent him home. Like,
They sent him home. Nah, you're fine. Go home.
wow.
Bro,
You know?
that's
Can
why I
he-
can't trust.
Can he sue? Is that
But he's in a-
possible?
He's in a wheelchair. He can't speak. What the fuck is he going to,
That's crazy.
That's why I don't trust hospitals or doctors anymore. I haven't gone there in so long. I don't trust them. I can't.
I don't even have health
Unless I'm like
insurance right
literally dying, I can't do it.
Right.
Like
Right.
I'm like I'm a pretty healthy guy. I mean, if something's wrong with me, yeah, I'll definitely go.
You know when there's something wrong.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know.
now.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
I mean, but you take care of yourself. You're healthy enough to where, like, those chances of you getting to that point is
Yeah.
so rare.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
That's crazy.
So, damn.
Damn, bro, that sucks. That sucks because I think things have really changed
Yeah.
You know, I feel like people back in the day were like, yeah, I'm going to be a doctor because I want to help people. But now it's like, oh, I'm going to be a doctor so I can make that bread.
Listen, unless you're a surgeon, you know what I mean? That's different. You need those guys. You know,
Yeah,
those
yeah.
guys. You need a heart transplant. You need surgery. That's different. But a regular PCP, get the fuck out of here, man. You know what the fuck? You're a fat fuck, man. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about, man.
Yeah.
You can't even do one push-up.
Yo, that should be the test.
You know what I mean?
All right, let's do a push-up competition right now. Let's see who's right.
Bro. Bro, how long do you last with your wife, Mr. Doctor?
Mr.
You know what I mean? You have no endurance.
I bet you need a pill.
Yeah, exactly. Man.
The blue pill.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Damn. Wow.
Bro. So, for people who are overweight, can they be overweight and still be healthy?
That's a good question, actually.
It's a great question, man. I actually met someone that was very overweight, about 150 pounds overweight, and told me that their doctor said that they're healthy because all their vitals came out perfect.
I had a client like that.
You too, right?
I had a client who
So they
was
believe the doctor.
genuinely overweight, but didn't have any like issues with diabetes,
Right.
cholesterol, anything like that.
Yet.
Yet.
Right. I think maybe that's the key word.
They're heading in that direction, though.
Maybe that's the key word.
They're heading in that direction. Yeah, absolutely, man.
I think even if they were still like healthy, their way of life is just not as good as,
As it could
ours
be.
would be.
It's not ideal.
Can you
right?
tie your
But
shoes?
do you think that heavy person doesn't have sleep apnea?
That's a good question.
That's a problem too, man.
do.
People die in their sleep.
Yeah.
They do. They do.
Is the doctor asking that question though?
Probably not.
I doubt it, man. How's your sleep?
Right.
And if they are they giving you one medication? They're giving you 2, 3, 4 medications?
Yeah.
Add a medication on top of medication.
Yep. That's the problem too.
That's the problem.
Yeah, man. They don't ask you questions, man. These doctors, you know what I mean? Like,
They're in and out.
nah, dude.
In and out.
In and out. They don't ask you like your lifestyle. They don't ask you what do you eat on a daily routine.
They don't send you to the gym.
They don't. If you're overweight, a doctor will immediately put you on a high blood pressure medication, cholesterol medication, instead of them questioning you. Hey, what's your diet like? Let me hear it.
Well, now the big thing is Ozempic.
Right? Yeah, Ozempic. That's gonna kill people.
Ozempic.
They don't question you about your diet, man. Hey, tell me something about your diet. All right, let's tweak it. Let's do this for 3 months. I want to see you. And I want to do this test all over again. See what happens. They don't do that shit.
Right.
Simple stuff. The simple stuff, man.
In, out,
Or
go.
at least refer.
Dude, they get a kickback from the big pharma, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They get a kickback, man.
It's like, hey, you're not selling enough.
Yeah,
Not selling enough.
it's true, man.
Right. At least refer the patient to
A
someone
dietitian.
who
Yeah.
can do that for you.
Nutritionist, dietitian.
They might not know the ins and outs of nutritionists, but it's like, all right, here, go to this nutritionist.
But you know what?
Go find a nutritionist.
But that should be part of the medical school.
Yeah, right.
That should be part of it.
Yeah,
Man.
that makes sense.
Dude,
'cause
obviously.
it makes
food,
sense.
Food is medicine, man. It can either kill you
100%.
or help you.
100%. I think I said in a podcast before that I don't think God created this earth with things that we don't need already that the earth provides.
Right.
Organic things,
Right, right.
things that we, So I think the answers are all here, and
Yeah.
we just take the easy route and take a pill, whatever.
Absolutely, man.
So before the podcast, I saw this online. I sent it to the group, and I want to get your opinion on it, since we're talking about health and overweight people. So on Time Magazine, Southwest is praised for giving free extra seats to plus-size passengers on flights.
Wow.
So basically,
wait. Do they charge more, or is it just?
So what it's saying here is that if you basically buy the seat,
Yeah.
they'll refund you when they see you. If you go up to the counter
Just
and
because you're fat.
yep, you're overweight.
So every fat person flies for free now.
I'm not flies for free, but gets a free seat. So basically, they get extra comfort
That's so
because they're overweight and they can't control what they put in their fucking fat mouths.
damn.
Hey, you know what? I knew the West was gonna fall, but I didn't know they were gonna fall this hard to where now we're like, hey, yeah, it's okay to be fat. Guess what? If you're fat, you could still fly with us, and we'll just give you an extra seat for free. Bro, we should be charging extra
Absolutely, man.
for that seat and extra for them being fat, because that's also bringing down the plane.
They're rewarding them instead.
They're rewarding them instead.
Dude, it's wrong.
Dude, they are, because how many times have you been in a plane and the stewardess is like, "Hey, can you come up to the front because the balance."
The balance, right?
I've actually never.
Okay, I have.
I've
Okay,
never seen that.
dude. Yeah,
That's a thing.
yes, big
Really?
thing. If the plane is unbalanced, they'll tell you to move. They'll literally shift people.
I didn't know that.
Yes, they will.
I didn't know that.
So
If
basically,
you have like 5 obese people, that plane's coming down. Then.
yeah. So like, if they're all in the front, guess what? Everyone has to go in the back now,
Damn.
or vice versa.
Never known that.
We're dying as a country. Man. We're dying as a country here, man.
100%.
Did you know that there's ingredients in our foods that are banned in other countries?
Yes.
Yeah.
Banned,
Yeah.
bro. It's illegal to blow a stop sign, but it's not illegal to put a banned substance in our food.
It's pretty
Fucked up is that, man? Do you think this government cares about us?
No.
I don't give a
Far
fuck.
from that. Far from that.
Population control, man.
USDA.
COVID. I mean, COVID proved
Population
that.
control.
Scamdemic.
Scamdemic
proved that.
proved that.
That's wild.
Dude, we live in a scary time. I keep hearing that it's the end of days.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's true or not, but I know it says in the Bible that the end of days is when everyone is anxious and depressed, I guess, if you want to call it like that.
There's a whole lot.
There's a lot of it in there.
There's a lot of science already there, but
And it's looking like that might be the end of days because we are falling hard in the West.
Autism is at its peak, dude.
Exactly.
Bro, like 1 out of every 8 kids is autistic, bro.
really,
And that's because
You know how
of-
scary it is to have a kid today, man?
Yeah. Do you think it's also because of the jabs?
Everything, bro. The illegal chemicals,
Yeah.
the jabs.
did you take any jabs?
Nah, man.
Me neither.
No.
Me neither.
I got screamed at by everybody. I don't give a fuck. Keep screaming at me. You know?
Do they ask you when you go to like these facilities and these athletes? Oh, hey, were you jabbed?
No.
No, they don't ask.
No, they don't ask. No.
Good.
Oh,
I'm
good.
glad.
No.
Because I know the NFL was really big about that.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you a little secret about the NFL. Those guys are not jabbed.
Oh, I bet.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's a secret.
Yeah.
That's something I was told by NFL guys. They're not forced to be jabbed. They on the news they'll tell the general public. They'll lie to you that these athletes are jabbed. They're not jabbed, bro.
There you go.
I was told these guys are not.
Then there you go.
Yeah, bro.
I know. for
Now
real.
again, the news being liars
Yes,
again.
yes.
Our government lying to us.
What a surprise! What? No, the government lied. No, there's no way. No, I don't believe you.
Nah, the government can't lie to us. No way.
What?
Yeah.
They never would.
I have full faith in our government.
Yeah.
Full faith.
Full faith.
I mean, now colleges, certain colleges forced you to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened to LeBron James's kid? 18 years old, had a heart attack.
Because
Because of that?
He got the jab, bro.
Wow.
18, because he's in college.
my girlfriend's mom,
You know?
she was a nurse and she had to obviously get jabbed and she had a stroke.
Wow.
Yeah. She's good now. Like she recovered, but like we think it's because of that.
Listen, I got a client of mine. This is back in 2020. I had a client of mine. She worked for Pfizer. Now, she was in the lab of Pfizer. She's not in the offices. She's in the lab. This is during 2020, mid-2020. Going towards the end, right? When the vaccine was going to come out. You know what she told me? She goes, they tested this vaccine out on white males between the ages of 18 and 22 that were in college. They gave them a $50 credit card if they were to come and do the experiment. They'd never tested it on African Americans, Hispanics, Latinos, Europeans, Asians. And I said to her, what about females? She goes, they never tested it on females. This is a Pfizer girl.
Wow.
I told this to all my friends, man. Whether they believe me or not, I don't give a fuck. But at least I was told that directly by a Pfizer employee. Okay? They never tested it on females, only males, white males, between the ages of 18 to 22 that were in college. And they wanted that $50 just for beer and pizza, you know what I mean?
Or to books.
Yeah.
And those books are more expensive than $50, but yeah.
You know what I mean? This is from a Pfizer employee, man.
Yeah.
Back in 2020.
Bro.
So there's no proof, there's no evidence or research, how damaging this could be on a female's reproductive system, on the birth of a child.
The long-term effects.
Long-term effects, bro, you know what I mean? So
Right.
Dude.
what happened to Jamie Foxx, man?
Oh yeah, Jamie Foxx.
He had a massive stroke.
Massive stroke, yeah.
Again, African American, right? He had the jab. He was on a movie set.
Yeah.
Like, they don't want to say it. What happened with that football player who got hit in the chest?
Oh,
the Bills?
Uh,
What's his name?
Hamilton.
yeah.
I forget his name. Yeah.
So do you remember? Do you see the interview with him when they asked him? So do you think the vaccine shot? Something he goes, no comment.
No comment.
He had to shut his mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. If he said something, he probably would have gotten.
He would have gotten smoked.
Yeah.
Bro, they told him do not talk about the vaccine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Dude, these guys get hit
that's-
all the time.
They do.
When's the last time you saw a guy have a heart attack on a football field?
I have not.
Exactly.
I mean, the Steelers player, but he got paralyzed. He
Okay,
kinda-
that's
he
different, bro.
That's
Paralyzed.
different. Yeah. But not a heart
But
attack.
a heart attack from a hit?
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Not
Did you
a
see
heart
that hit?
I did see the hit. I actually
wasn't a
saw
hit.
it live. I saw it live.
But it wasn't a hit. When you see it in slow motion,
Yeah.
he turned around, spun the guy around.
Exactly.
It was a light hit.
Yeah. Boom.
It wasn't a
Down.
It was
See-
a light. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a light hit, bro. That was
Damar Hamlin. That's his name.
Damar
Damar
Hamlin.
Hamlin. Yep.
Yeah, bro. So,
Still scary, regardless.
Absolutely, man.
Still scary.
Absolutely. But again, what you put in your body, you don't know.
even the age thing. It was only 18 to 22. So
Yeah.
like,
But you don't know what to a 30-year-old or
a 40-year-old or a
40-year-old,
50-year-old.
exactly.
And then they said that the people that are older were the ones who were, the ones who should really take it because
yeah.
And it's like, but who knows the effects on someone that's older?
Right.
Yeah.
Their bodies aren't as strong, so they might not even be able to handle it as best.
Right.
Dude. It is wild.
And I know tons of people in the medical field that, nurses, doctors that they're totally against it now. They were for it before. Now they're against it.
Well, we have a our guest after you is a former nurse. So if you want to stick around, you're more than welcome to stick around. We'll definitely go at it.
I think it's one thing to just be like, okay, we need to take this, but it's a whole nother thing when you're forcing people to take it.
Yeah.
And firing people for not taking
That's
it.
not freedom.
And closing down the whole entire world because of it. At that point, it's just control.
That's not freedom.
It's
No,
not.
I mean,
freedom.
we're not free at all.
We
We're not
think we
free
are. It's
at
an
all.
illusion.
We have the most laws apparently than any other country in the world, and we think we're free. We are
There's no
not.
such thing as free, bro.
We are not free in this country.
You make money, you got to pay the government.
Yep. And if you make a certain amount of money, you have to pay like a half of it.
The sheer fact that we get shadow banned on YouTube for talking about little things, and we're just a small little podcast
Yeah.
thing. The sheer fact that we get shadow banned shows right there that we're not free.
Yep.
We can't speak up our mind.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then if you're big, they shut you down.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Us, it's easy. Oh, shadow banned.
Yep.
Then they gotta, big guys. They gotta send the police. They get swatted. Lawyers, like, hey, shut up.
Whatever they
You
can.
know.
Yeah.
It's communism, man.
Yeah, basically it
It's
is.
communism, bro.
It feels like it sometimes.
Absolutely, bro.
It feels like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sheesh.
dude. Maybe it's time to move, man.
Romania.
Romania. Even that's
Where are we
falling.
moving? Dubai. Let's go to Dubai.
Dubai.
I'm trying to go to Dubai.
Dude, do you know there's no income tax
Income tax.
In Dubai.
or capital gains tax?
Right.
Yes, sir.
So when are
I
we
think-
gonna
I think
open a
Pepsi-
KMF Stretch Bro collab down in Dubai? Then I don't know. I think we could be cooking
I
something
think
down there.
I think Pepsi. I could be wrong, but I think it's Pepsi. They're incorporated in Dubai.
They are, really.
They are. Yeah, I think if you Google it, I think it's Pepsi. I'm not sure, man.
Smart move.
But it's one of these big companies. They're incorporated in Dubai, bro. Tax shelter.
Have you ever been?
No, I got a buddy of mine that lives there, man. He keeps inviting me over.
Hell yeah.
Yo, you should
Yeah,
definitely go.
yeah.
You kidding? Hell yeah.
He's
I want to go to Dubai so bad.
He's like, bro, the buildings here make the U.S. looks like a third world country.
I bet.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And they're investing so much money down there, bro.
yeah.
Like literally just a whole nother world. Wild.
Are you Googling that?
I am.
Where's Pepsi Incorporated?
Oh, by the way, the fittest city is it's in Virginia.
It's Virginia?
It's been that for like the last 6 years too. Yeah.
So it's not Boston.
It's not Boston.
Ah, okay. I knew. It
I don't know when. Maybe I saw that 7 years ago when it was Boston or something.
Yeah, yeah.
But for the last 6 years, it's been somewhere in Virginia.
There's a manufacturer, I think, in there. Dubai Refreshments PJSC. I don't know if it's Pepsi. I'll have to look into it a little bit more. Though.
Yeah,
But-
I could be wrong, but I know it's an American company.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you know how American companies are. They always try to.
They're always
their
moving.
Taxes.
They're always moving, yeah.
Always moving.
Yeah, yeah,
So don't pay taxes.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they kind of figure out the
I mean,
system.
it's smart, bro, right?
It is. I can't hate them for that.
No,
I can't.
no, man. We got to learn from that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
People are quick on hating, man. Really quick.
they just figured it out quicker.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So, real quick, just a quick question. Just going back to one of the questions that I think Christian asked. Outside of your goal in the future of like signing a contract with a team, for example, is there anything outside of that that would be a goal? Maybe a personal or
Get into real estate. You know, get into real estate. You know, cash flowing. You know, multi-units.
Here or
No, man, it can't be a blue state. It's got to be a red state. The blue states, the landlords get screwed.
yeah,
They get screwed.
Yeah.
The tenant has say.
yeah.
Yep.
They
The
have
red states, the landlord has say.
right.
I don't think I could do it here, man. I don't want to be that guy that
don't
gets screwed
blame
by
you.
tenant.
I have a client who went with that and had a problem with that for over a year.
Yeah,
The lady lived there, didn't pay a
For
dime.
free.
For
Yeah.
free.
Because it's a blue state, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, bro.
And it took forever to get her out, and she's finally out. Finally out.
Imagine
After
that,
a
bro.
year. He wasn't able to sell the house. The whole goal, it was a 4-story.
Imagine that, bro.
4-family. He couldn't sell the house because this one
His
lady
own
was-
house.
His own house. This lady wouldn't leave because she wouldn't let them inspect the place, and she didn't pay rent for over a year. And after many court dates, finally got her out. Now he finally sold the house.
There are people like that. That like,
Scumbags.
yeah,
There are
Scumbags,
so
bro.
many scumbags, yeah.
How could you do that? to
People just
someone?
take advantage.
Yeah, bro.
free house.
Yeah.
That's
Literally free house for
house.
over a year, bro. That's wild.
That's wrong. And the fact
That's
that the
wrong.
judges grant that. The judges in court, they grant her that.
They did. They
Yeah.
do. But also, isn't it like they're so like judges do get a lot of hate, and I get it.
Yeah.
But they only can do so much according to the law that
Yeah.
they have to, go about.
Right.
So it's kind of like
Blue state laws.
yeah, blue state
There we
laws.
go,
It's kind of hard to like
Double-edged
overturn.
I got a lot of clients that used to have like residential real estate.
Yeah.
They got rid of it. They're just doing commercial.
Commercial
Commercial real
smart,
estate.
smart.
Yeah.
That's big.
Tenant doesn't pay, you got to get out.
Yeah,
You know,
I agree.
Yeah, that makes
they're only in charge of the exterior.
Yeah, because I remember our landlord was talking about it.
Yeah.
With us, just for we were just talking, and he said, "Yeah, commercial is the way to go because you can kick someone out immediately."
Instantly, man.
Yeah, that's smart.
So how does one schedule an appointment with you since you're so busy?
Oh, my Instagram account. Majority of people just DM me there, or they find out my number or my email. StretchBroTherapy@gmail.com.
You just add that.
Yep.
So yeah,
Awesome.
I'm definitely gonna book.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna book too,
Gotta get stretched out.
Yeah.
dude.
I'm gonna die though.
Especially if you.
I went down on your Instagram. I'm like, yo, I know her. I know him. And I saw Alex on there. Yo, I saw everybody, bro. I was like, who has this dude stretched?
Bro,
What
I'm
the?
telling
Pretty
you,
soon,
you won't regret it.
I saw like my sister, my dog. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Jeez.
So
I got clients as young as 10 years old, man.
really,
Oh yeah, I got
That's
kids
crazy.
whose parents are very smart, man. They're teaching them good habits at an early age.
who's your oldest client?
Oh wow, 70, 75,
Oh,
76.
they must feel great.
Are they like consistent?
Yeah, weekly, bro. Like
Okay.
this guy's jacked, bro. He's like-
Really?
his arms are bigger than my thighs, man. Like he works out every day. You know, he's
Savage.
healthy. He looks like he's 55. You know
That's
what I mean?
great.
Total bachelor. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
Total bachelor.
course.
But yeah, 75. You know, it helps him move. He has a little limp, but it helps him move. Man.
Yeah.
It helps him stay mobile. You know.
Of course.
He sits down all day. He has a import-export business. So
Makes
he's
sense.
sitting all day.
Yeah.
So, you know, his only movement is the gym, and then me. You know, so
Yeah.
Where do you train?
where at MG Fitness in Wakefield.
MG Fitness.
It's
Wakefield.
north
I
of
don't know.
Main Street. Yeah, it's across the Jiffy Lube.
It's like a regular like.
So if you take
commercial
this
gym type
this
of
road straight down, you'll run right into it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I know where it is. I think.
Yeah.
I
Big
know where
gym.
it is.
23,000 square feet.
Oh, that's a pretty big gym. Yeah.
That's,
thing? Something like.
Some light.
Yeah, something like.
yeah.
Whatever.
Uh,
Yeah, we'll get there.
yeah, we'll
Yeah.
get there one day.
We'll be there.
Richie, thank you so much for being on. We really appreciate it. This is honestly such a fun podcast. I love this one so much.
Best so far.
This was, I think, one of the
Definitely
best
the
so
biggest
far.
guest for sure.
You're the biggest guest I think we've had besides,
you.
like maybe like Nick or someone like that. But yeah, I mean, this is a great podcast, man. So thank you so much for coming on. Before we close out, would you like to give everyone your social media so they can reach out to you?
Yeah, you can reach me on Instagram at StretchBroBoston. My email is StretchBroTherapy@gmail.com. If you want to get an appointment. Hey guys, I want to thank you guys for having me on this.
Thanks for coming.
It was a
Dude.
fun time, man.
And being open-minded and
Yeah,
talking
just
about
being
whatever.
open-minded, talk shit.
Hell
Talk,
yeah.
you know,
I'm
say
glad we're
whatever
on
you
the
wanna
same
talk.
page about a lot of things because
Yeah.
honestly, like,
Yeah.
we've had some issues in the past, but this is dope. This
Yeah.
is
That's
refreshing
awesome.
for sure.
Now, before we close, every guest, I like to ask 5 rapid-fire questions just for the audience to get to know you a little bit better. They're just fun. There's no math. It's more fitness-related anyways. I might have to change them one of these days to something different because...
People are gonna start catching on.
Yeah, people are going to start catching on. But for now, 5 rapid-fire questions. Are you ready, sir?
I'm ready.
All right. Push, pull, or legs?
Legs.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Carbs, fats, or proteins?
I love pizza, bro. I love pizza.
Pizza.
I love pizza, bro.
Carbs and
Number
fats.
4, pizza.
What's the ideal form of cardio that you like to do?
I like running.
Okay.
I like running.
Nice.
Cool. What's the best compliment that you can get? You're jacked, you're ripped, you're cut, you're big, or you're swole?
I'll say that again.
You're jacked, you're ripped, you're cut, you're big, or you're swole?
You're jacked.
Ah, yes. Good man. Good man.
Makes sense.
Now, I already know what this one is. What's your ideal cheat meal? Pizza.
Pizza.
What do you put on the pizza?
Or pasta.
Okay, pasta.
Yeah.
Carbs.
Yeah, lasagna, good lasagna. Love a good lasagna.
Hell yeah.
Meatballs.
Meatballs, bro. Yeah.
Good to know. Good to know. And the most important and last question of them all, ass or tits?
Wow. It's one or the other? Can
Yeah.
be both?
Ah,
Gotta be one or the other.
Gotta be one or the other.
We all know it's both, but it's gotta be one or the other.
Ass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Awesome. Thank you so much, Richie. We appreciate you answering
you,
those
man.
questions. All right. Do we have anything else before we conclude the episode?
I think we should.
I think
we should do part 2.
We got to do part 2 one of these
I'd be
days.
down, for sure.
We definitely got to do part 2. Hell yeah. All right. I think that's it. Mr. Dos Santos, Mr. Breezy,
Yes, sir.
and Mr. Kalasian.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. But until next time, see you then.
We gonna